giant, too. This was awful. Just horrible, awful. Impossible to come back. At the point of pushing through the doors into the lift area, a brass plate catches her eye. Medical director. Oh yes, of course. Fuck! Only her most important customer. Oh God, this is going to catch up with her, it really is. She darts into the staff toilets, acknowledging she shouldn't really use this one. Someone could and probably would tell her off. The face of a ghost girl lunges towards the sink. Panicked eyes rise to meet her own in the harshly lit mirror. Once, she'd been spat at in the street, by a man in baggy sweats with a heroin pallor. Scum, he'd said, repeating the word so all could clearly hear. Scum! A painted blonde in a tight designer suit clutching a briefcase, pretending to be part of a world he so clearly detested. Alas, one who now sits on a toilet seat behind a locked cubicle door, twiddling her wedding ring and screwing up her eyes to stop herself from crying. After a long while, with her head bowed and her hands clasped behind her neck, she reluctantly checks the time. The real world still turns, buzzing with the constant hum of people and traffic. It is fast and it is brittle. And it is still only midday, far too early to risk going home. There were stories of company managers driving by employees' houses, trying to catch them at home when they should be out working. She pictures the ensuing scene, the stomach-plummeting moment of answering that knock on the door, the summons to head office for a disciplinary hearing and everyone knowing, the shameful train journey home. And then what? And so she goes to sit in her car, parked earlier at the far end of the hospital pay and display, where wire fencing meets school playing fields. A stiff breeze chases soggy leaves into winter. Occasionally a car door slams. A gaggle of women shout to each other across the tarmac. Staring at nothing in particular, a further hour passes in this way, followed by another. Her body chills with indecision after indecision. The longer she sits, the more rigid her joints and muscles, the colder her blood. Until the watery November sun dips behind the fringe of skeletal trees separating hospital from road, and a vague feeling of necessity propels her to start the engine. By now her fingers are waxy cold, so numb they resemble those of the dead, and she blows on them as she drives, squeezing through drops of life with her thumbs. It is still way too early to go home, and she has an idea to stop off at a boutique in order to pass time. It will make her feel more normal, she thinks, more a part of the world. They know her name at least. After that it will be less of a risk to return to the flat. And after that, well, maybe an answer would come. It occurs to her as she drives along that Seb might be able to help. Could she tell him this stuff, though? At the traffic lights she gnaws at a raggedy nail, then peels off the top, pulling the spike of keratin at the side clean out of its bed. A bead of blood oozes smartly, and she sucks at it, half enjoying the pain. He'd be so disappointed in her. These were just blackouts, though, weren't they? So what would be the point of worrying him? There would be an organic explanation, like epilepsy or even a problem with her eyes. A GP appointment, then. Yes, okay. That's the next step to sort this out. So there was no need to bother Seb. Not yet, anyway. God knows he's busy enough at the moment. Parking down a side street, she considers a ready defense if spotted by a local retail rep before hurrying inside the boutique. She's entitled to a break, is she not? If confronted, and it had been known, that's what she'd say. The shop is warm and drowsy with scented candles and incense. Really, it's a lifestyle shop for the sort of people who don't look at prices, and historically she has given the impression she is one of them. The assistant looks up and smiles. Hello there. Hi. Not working today? She smiles in response, but the question is enough to punch her in the gut. I shouldn't be here, not at all. Oh God, not at 3 in the afternoon. It's deceitful and fraudulent and wrong. Oh God! She flicks through a rack of luxury clothes. A time thief, a cheat, a liar, a fraud. Christ, all she'd wanted was to feel normal and happy just for a few moments. Was it too much to ask? Was it? And anyway, tomorrow she'd work like crazy to make up the time. This was only for today. One bad day. Just one.